Hello again, Sneedville. I'm Rich Baritone, and Negative 43 TV is live for Tuesday, July 1st, 2025. Oh my goodness, summer is just passing too fast, just like it has every one of my 64 years. So everything's normal. It always goes by in a flash. So here we are. What we're going to do right now, we're going to jump right into I Am Batman Buddy. He's been live for about what? 3 minutes. 3 minutes. A hello to downrange here on this Tuesday. I'm going to hit the candy colored button and let's go. Diving right in.
All right, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up?
Echoey.
Trying to wait for this rain to pass right now. I don't know how long it's going to take or if it's ever going to pass. We might just have to call it a wrap today.
Guess who's under the overpass?
Um, but I'm going to take me a break and take a minute here because I can until I see if it's going to continue. If it's going to continue, I'll probably just pick up, put my suit on, and walk back the direction I came from.
You mean walk back to your mommy's house? We all know where you are, you know.
But for a minute, since we have time, I want to talk to all of you out there. Like I said, man, the problem with society, bro, is people are brainwashed. Most of you. The problem is that y'all look at the channel and, like I said, you immediately want to dismiss everything because of the social media programming that has been implemented upon you that comes from your government and the elites and the Illuminati and Freemasons. Again, I don't look like Eminem. I don't look like Ryan Gosling. I don't look like Brad Pitt. I don't look like Tom Cruise.
Wait a minute, that's something new. He likes to say that obviously he looks just like all four of them. Now he's saying he doesn't look like all four of them. Let's see what his rationale is, or if he even gets into a rationale.
I don't look like any other white boy. I look like Tyree Sneed because that's who I am.
Unfortunately, that's absolutely true. You know who's here? Trollmonger is here on this Tuesday.
So you have a society that has to try to make everything comfortable with their delusion because most of you are delusional. The folks in society are sheep. They don't understand reality.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Real talk. It
No.
happens right in front of them. It's just like with the channel, I'm having to explain to people the entire purpose of the channel, okay, is that I'm the real Batman. So all of these accounts, the comic books, the movies, the films, anything you've ever seen was about me.
Bullshit. Absolute fucking bullshit. They weren't drawing comics in 1947 about you. You weren't here, dickhead. Just, God, man. Oh, the thoughts I'm thinking. Negative 43 TV, 13 minutes after the hour.
This is my story. And people don't want to embrace that because it's surreal and it's a supernova type concept and they're jealous.
People aren't jealous. They don't want anything to do with it because you're a fucking madman. Get it through your fucking ass because you're not going to get it through your head.
That's what it is. I already know the reality, bro. Yes, Batman was brought to life. Batman is a real concept now. He exists. You're talking to him.
Yeah, he's getting under my skin just a little bit, but hey, Angry Rich is entertaining too.
So that's why, I don't have time for the corny candy people in society who want to act like they're not going to embrace a concept that they have no choice but to embrace because, well, I proved everything already. Come on, bro. And what's crazy is most of it, not most of it, but an inkling of it is on the channel. So you can't deny the proof because it's on camera. That's the thing. When they ask me these silly questions, bro, like I said, not looking for validation from your society. Why would I look for validation from brainwashed people who are a joke?
You'll take validation from anyone or anything. That's all this is. You looking for validation and you're not getting it, and it's pissing you off. Yes, it certainly is. We're going to make you even matter. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe it's CIA Hole. He's here under Do Not Donate on this particular show. And Trollmonger, thank you very much for the 99-cent tip. They all count. They all matter. Thank you so much.
You understand? You all have some kind of attitude. You always have something to say. You always want to do this LOL. So there's nothing funny. You know what I mean? What's funny is y'all. Y'all been funny
Our goddess is in our midst. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Elle Frost. I call her sis.
since day one. We 100% serious over here. That's why people it's funny to me because they have no clue what I've been through because I've been real my entire life. I'm real as it gets. You feel me? I'm too real for TV. I'm too real for folks to handle. And that's what this been about since day one. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, like I said, for me, this is my life, man. This is who I am. And you know, they just can't embrace any concept that takes actual thought and thinking, and it's because of their
You know, CIA, I didn't even look before I began the show. Does he even have a chat? I don't think so.
programming. Like I said, you all don't
Well,
seem to get
hell,
it.
let
The
me
whole
do
point of
this.
this life is
No,
independence
he
and
does not
learning.
have a
You know,
chat.
you repeat
No.
lifetimes, I believe, and reincarnate because you haven't learned all the lessons. I'm ascended. I pretty much learned every lesson. I don't know if I would reincarnate or not still, but you know, I've learned.
Please welcome Kelchu Bordner to the show, and thank you for the kind words for the most recent movie, Batman Madman. Everything went great with that. It turned out just the way I wanted it to, and thank you again for the kind words. And hey, look here. Connie's crusty charred cooter is here. She usually is.
Learned a lot, you know, and there's always more to learn, in my opinion. You know what I mean? You keep learning, you keep evolving, but I've literally ascended in this lifetime, and that's a big deal. People don't understand it takes people lifetimes to get to reach ascension. Some people just have stunning growth and they
Ascension means going up. What you're doing is going down, down, down. You're going down like it's an art form, buddy.
stay where they're stuck at. And if you notice, those are the people who are jealous. That's why I would never get caught up in that energy with people like that. You gotta understand, man, how many people came at me, man. People really came for me, bro, any way they possibly could, and everybody was a coward about it. That's the only thing. I just respect people that, you know, aren't cowardly about things. But what I realized is that everybody has to be with me because I'm Batman.
Again, just let that soak into your brain cells. None of it made any sense, but it was somewhat entertaining. Kelchu, thank you very much for your super chat. Always appreciated.
That's the reality. That's why everything's unfolded the way it has. That's why all this is
Say hello to Joe Packer II here on this Tuesday, 17 minutes after the hour.
happened the way it has. That's why these people always do electronic means, right? Because they're scared of me. They're terrified for good reason. They should be. You know, so like I said, I mean,
come on up, dude. Get on that Greyhound bus and come on up to Ohio. Doesn't matter what town or city, I'll meet you. Oh boy, will I meet you.
none of it's confusing. None of it. It's never been confusing, man. There's no question, no qualm, no confusion. You folks want to act like you're confused. What is there to be confused about, bro?
There's nothing to be confused about. You're out of your fucking mind. Okay, we're not confused about that at all. You, however, are confused about literally everything, which doesn't surprise me at all since you are absolutely incompetent to manage your own affairs. I've been watching a lot of Johnny Carson clips lately. It's extremely entertaining.
Come on, bro. Batman was not a comic book. It was not a movie. Batman was a concept. You understand? They were talking about a concept that they had knowledge of that was foretold, the prophecy, which is what I am.
In reference to the statement I made a moment ago, I got to read this for the listeners. It's from Kelchu Bordner. Rich, be nice. There's a queue. Oh, yeah, there are a bunch of people lined up for that one. That is, in fact, no kidding.
God already told me, my ancestors already told me, I am the prophecy. I am Neo in the Matrix. Neo in the Matrix, right, is actually Batman. That's what y'all don't get.
He's extra stupid right now, isn't he? Neo is Batman. Good.
I'm showing you the way. I'm showing you the pieces of the puzzle and putting it together. These concepts I told you in these movies were all about real things, prophecies, things that were foretold.
Look at the screen, everybody. Foreshadowing.
Told things that would happen, things that have happened. It all exists. Mermaids, vampires, werewolves all existed. Giants existed. Half these mountains were giants. They're prehistoric giants. You need to do research and wake up.
No, what you need to do, however, and I mean the audience, get your stuff together. We're going to smoke them if you got them here in about 5 minutes. And I'm not going to join you. My dude is out right now, so won't be back in business probably until Sunday. I know I'm in a dispensary state. I refuse. I refuse to go to a dispensary in the state of Ohio. Two words. Fuck them.
The world you live in. Magic is real. Fairy tales are real. I am the fairy tale. See, these people, they just don't get it. This is a thought realm. If you use your mind and you approach the collective consciousness and you back it down and you say, no, collective consciousness, you are weak.
A fairy tale. He's a fairy tale. Once there was a sexually confused hobo. You can go wherever you want with that from there. Ladies and gentlemen, Sticky TT6 is back from wage slaving and he joins us right now. Welcome to the show.
You were programmed and you believe what you're told and what you're spoon fed, and I have more power than you, then you can literally conquer and escape the matrix, which is what I've done. People don't understand. I'm controlling reality.
Okay.
Literally.
How?
You all don't get it. I've regenerated in front of your eyes. I'm talking about actual physical regeneration.
Actual physical regeneration, huh? Explain your fucking teeth.
Through God. God said he was going to prove to the world regeneration is possible. I told you what happened to me when these people called Seton Hospital.
Again, grow some new teeth. You can't do it, so that must mean it's bullshit.
I'm regenerating in front of you constantly, physically. Actual regeneration. I literally...
He's here live, and he's back to his old name. It's Orzo1.
Resurrected several times in front of your eyes, and still you doubt. Still you doubt me. Still you doubt God.
God, still you doubt me. Still you doubt God. I'm going to take that as him calling himself God, because he puts himself on the same level as God. I mean, I've said it before. I mean, this would piss an atheist off. Just the insanity of it.
You understand? People are funny, man. I own 14 cars. I turned around, told the world, I said, I'm the Messiah. I own these 14 cars right now just to show you how easy it is with your system for me to succeed. Point proven. Walked away. Set up, targeted, went through everything, corruption, all these people breaking the law, everything they could do, unfair cheating, made up fake tickets, got my license suspended, all that nonsense, right? And still, they couldn't stop me.
Oh, we stopped you. We stopped you. More accurately, you stopped yourself. Again, you're incompetent to run your own affairs. You have been stopped. The downward spiral would tell everybody that you have, in fact, been stopped.
And what happened is God built Batman, built me into Batman, and said, you're going to supersede the entire system now. Forget.
Yeah, I know. It's just so it's infuriating.
Get them. You understand? Forget them. They get nothing. They get no money. You feel me? Now you're going to just supersede the entire system. It's what I have to do. I had no choice. That's what these folks don't get. But y'all want to say petty things and talk about nonsense and talk about little basic things that don't matter. Talking about little money. Like everybody got money right now when none of y'all have money, bro. We're in the Great Depression right now, man. The entire world is struggling, bro.
Well, let's see. I got my pension on Monday, and I'll get my Social Security on Thursday. I actually have a little bit of money left here this month, and that was all thanks to Sneedville. We're doing pretty good right now. And ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome, this T-shirt is backwards to the show. 24 minutes after the hour, negative 43 TV.
What are you talking about? Ain't none of you fools got no money, bro. And if you got money right now and you move in the way y'all move because you don't cherish it and you don't know how to manage it and you don't know how to budget, you silly.
That's right, Connie. You can take negative 43 TV to work with you anytime. Just probably maybe not, don't get caught gold pricking.
Because what's going to happen is y'all going to spend that little money y'all got because y'all really ain't got a lot of money. None of y'all in the world, bro. Everybody's poor now. You want to talk like you got big money. If you got a little bit of money, whatever you got, you people gonna spend it because you don't even know what time you in. And then reality is gonna come right around the corner, right? And then you're gonna not know what to do. Me, I'm sitting here preparing for inflation. I've seen more money and more ends than anyone who ever walked this planet.
It's really hard to prepare for inflation when you have nothing. You're already prepared. Fuck, you're man, it just wipes my mind clean.
Money than your entire government combined, bro. What can you teach me? What can you tell me? Nothing. I'm telling you the truth, man. Folks is funny, bro. Y'all been funny. You've been funny since day one. Like I said, you believe what you're told, no matter how much of a lie it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, please put it together for Connie's trusty charcuter. Just graduated with an associate's degree in human and social services, and she's going to get her bachelor's degree this fall. Extremely proud of you. You're doing something that I never did. And in large part because back in 1980, I was just sick of school. I was just tired of school, man. I didn't even stay at Ohio State long enough to get to play the golf course or get football tickets. I mean, that's pretty sad.
Right? That's the reality. Oh, folks is tripping.
You deserve to blush. It's quite the accomplishment.
You folks, y'all folks is tripping, man. Like real talk, homie. Talk to me as who I am, man, like a real person, bro. Like I said, and all these so-called women, they have no respect for men. That's the problem in this society. All y'all want to sit there.
Well, yeah, right now in these days, yeah, college is a scam. One of the reasons that I quit school back in 1980 was that there were a couple of professors that were basically teaching opinion as fact. Yeah, and no, I'm not going to parrot your opinion to pass your fucking test.
They're at a distance, talking behind a computer, talking smack, trying to not be respectful, but
DZ1119 is here. And what I was talking about, it's epidemic now.
All y'all kiss up and y'all respectful. It's crazy. It's super hypocritical. Talk to me as a human being, bro. What y'all got against men, man? Y'all ain't got no respect and no love for men no more.
I see Big OL Pappy snuck in here on me.
Obviously. That's crazy because 20 years ago, 30 years ago, 40, 50, 60 years ago, it was totally different.
How would you know?
Just like it's different.
Well, I say how would you know, but there are books, so there would be ways for him to figure it out, except he's never looked at any source. You just know he hasn't.
In other countries, you go to other countries and the so-called women, they appreciate men. They would treat you totally different. This is what people don't understand, man. America is a joke now. It's been a joke. You understand? It's all rigged. It's all manipulated. It's all fake. The TV shows are fake. Your Guinness World Records are fake. They lie, right? Recordsetter.com.
Yeah, you can send it with Edge. I probably won't use it either. I'll find an alternate that will run on that. Again, I just can't thank you enough.
They lie. Caught them in the act using fake weights. All y'all do is lie. Your entire system is a lie. You don't seem to get it. I superseded in your entire system. I have one-upped and shrunk the entire system. There's a man who's bigger than the system.
Currently sitting under an overpass waiting for it to stop raining. One statement doesn't go with the facts that I just laid out for you right now.
See what I'm saying? What I'm doing is of epic proportions. You want to talk about money, but I'm making money, getting paid to
Oh, Kelchu, I remember it so much.
To escape and conquer the matrix. I'm having you Masons pay me. It wouldn't matter if I made $1 a month.
Sticky's not going away. He's going radio mode. Ooh, scratch that itch for me.
I'm still making you Masons pay me. That's all that matters. To put you in your place. This isn't about money. Y'all ain't making no sense, bro. The money is going to come. Like I said, God tells me every day that the money.
And did you know that you should always listen to Frost because she's never wrong? Negative 43 TV. Thank you, sis.
Money's going to come. Like I said, what did I just tell you? I tell you, God told me everything. God told me that the whole world is going to look at me and be like, how in the hell is he getting blessed like this? This is my relationship with God because I'm God's son. Because I'm truly a pure-hearted, righteous, good man and a good person.
You are not God's son. You're not God's son. You're not. You just put yourself on the same theological level as Jesus Christ. You're a madman. You're out of your goddamned mind. You're getting very, very annoying with your, what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, fucking stupidity. Negative 43 TV. Rich is coming in hot.
And it doesn't mean like I've never done anything wrong. Like, yeah, I've made mistakes. I've done things wrong in my
Say hi to Vladimir Putin.
life, I'm sure. You know what I mean? But I'm a good person. Genuine. I have good intentions. I have a pure heart. I don't do things wrong just to do them. I'm not like y'all. Most of y'all are ridiculous.
Oh, Frost really hit my funny bone, and hopefully for the listeners, it's going to hit yours too. She said, I don't know, can we crucify him, Rich? Why not? He's on the same level as Jesus Christ.
I mean, I don't take on the matrix every day. I move through the matrix every day. Matrix is an illusion. It's a joke. That's what these people will never understand. You want to sit there and you want to debate concepts that don't exist.
I am running a very old copy of Chrome right this very minute, and the ad blocker is just wonderful.
When we come over here, they don't want to let me talk because they're so petty. Every word I'm saying, they act like it's an act of whatever it is. It's an act of that. You know what, fair, and you can't do nothing about it. Every breath I breathe, man, is against this system, this world, and this matrix, man. This stuff is a joke, bro. All y'all been a joke, bro. And you
doesn't look like a joke because it's crushing you under its heels.
I don't have a clue how much anger and rage you've created through the years. Trust me, bro. It's limitless. You have no idea. It would downright terrify y'all if I showed you. You understand? That's why I tell everybody, like, nah, talk to me face to face, homie. Real talk. Any of y'all, man. What do you mean? I'm a monster, bro. God created an actual Batman. A monster. I run the streets, bro. I don't care what nobody talking about, man. Y'all don't get it. I could see that spirit in my eyes now. You understand? I saw.
Yeah, whatever works is going to be just fine.
A spirit in me when I was a kid. I remember old pictures of me, and I looked at my eyes. I was like, "What is that spirit? Like, there's a spirit in me." And I think it's been there my whole life. I've been Batman my whole life. You know what I mean?
No. You've been catatonic first 4 or 5 years, and then you just went totally fucking batshit. That's when all the other mental illnesses that you have bloomed like a rose in May. It certainly did. Logie Bear is here.
Don't get it, man. I tell you, everything's a spiritual complexity on this planet. I taught this for years, man. Y'all fools is funny, bro.
Yep.
Real talk. I can't believe that all y'all got a chip on your shoulder. This whole society is downright in their feelings. Y'all super hypersensitive about every little thing, bro. You can't even just you want to control everything. They mad because a dude found himself and remembered who he is. I've been Batman probably in every lifetime.
Every lifetime, he said there. Maybe can he possibly get dumber? Of course he can. Sheriff Consent says, off to get my hair did. Taking y'all with me. Yes, indeed. It's time to listen to Negative 43 TV in the car. Ooh, radio fantasy. Come to life.
You know what I mean? Or some kind of, warrior like Achilles or Pharaoh. I've always been the top dog. I'm the king of this world, king of the planet, son of God. Are you crazy?
Joe Pack, I wouldn't see that as bullying. I would see that as karma.
They say I'm the sun god reincarnated. You folks is funny. What you're dealing with, what you're looking at, trust me, you have no concept, especially if you're trying to come up against me or pretend you are.
Yes, here's somebody that has reclaimed their name, ladies and gentlemen. You know who's here. He's on the screen right now. It's Baby Gates, the Dick World's most diabolical. I'm glad that you took your name back.
Nobody's coming up against me who's hiding. Newsflash. You want to come up against me, right? I mean, do it. Pull up. People ain't doing that because.
But if we come against you, you say we're going to be arrested. If we come against you, you'll go Greyhound and leave the driving to us.
Because they're scared. There's nobody coming up against me, man. People are just hiding behind their computers and they want to type nonsense because they're scared. Yeah. Because I shake up your reality. I've already shooken up your entire world. You folks cannot comprehend what's going on.
I would take a shot at reading the novel that he put up on one of his other channels, but I think it's pretty much unreadable in a live situation because of the total lack of punctuation and capitalization. But I may do something with that relative to making a video.
It's literally all from God, bro. Like I said, he's the one regenerating me physically. Prove to you regeneration exists. I wouldn't be here if not.
Again, your teeth.
Be able to talk to you like this. Come on, bro. Y'all watch the struggle. You'll see me go through all this stuff physically in front of your face. Y'all fools is funny. Real talk. All of you. And you people have no appreciation. You don't believe in God. You have no love for God. It's just pathetic, man.
You don't know what anybody here believes. Motherfucker, ladies and gentlemen, yes indeed. It is that time, although I will not be partaking with you probably until next week. I think you'll probably be back in business Sunday. Again, I refuse to go to a dispensary, so I don't know. It might be time to pull my pipes out and see if there's anything that I can salvage. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, upper right hand corner, it's the pit boss. It's on.
But you got a bunch of people talking about, oh, I believe in God and I go to church. I'll read the Bible. Well, get in your Bible. What is that going to do? I mean, you're not wicked and evil. Look at how you treated God's son. Look at all the things you did behind my back.
Look at all the things you did to God's son behind his fucking back. Okay, you're claiming to be a religious man, pretty much the Protestant side of the whole thing, I believe. You've never read the Bible, other than the passages that you had to read during Bible study while you were with the church cult. A truly religious person, especially of any Protestant leaning, tends to be a Bible reading person. Although, if I were you, I really wouldn't worry about it. What with your second grade reading level and all?
Like cowards. You think God didn't see that? Whatever you did to God's son, this is the thing. These people, that has to rest on their conscience for the rest of their life.
But
these folks,
I don't want to, DC.
They when they get this channel, what they realize is that was really God's son. And you did all that towards me behind my back. Boy, I know you. You see, you have to live with that guilt.
Welcome, Mimi Loves it. And what guilt? What guilt? What guilt are you speaking of? Please tell me.
This thunder is kind of scary. It's getting real close, and it's loud. The lightning and the thunder. It was loud as hell a minute ago. Hopefully, I don't get got.
The only part of that I remember is that so God gave his son or something like that. I am not a Bible reading man. I know what it means, though.
Yeah, because I'm wearing this steel armor in it. So that's what I'm saying, man. I talk to God, man. I have fears. Lightning scares me. Thunder scares me a little bit. Like it's a scary concept, right? But
thunder scares him. Lightning scares him. It's a scary concept. But oh God, do you smell pussy? I certainly do. Oh my God, you're scared of thunder and lightning? I understand being scared of lightning because there is a chance that lightning could harm you or maybe even kill you. Thunder, you're just being silly. I had a dog 30 years ago. The dog's name was Pooch. Pooch hated thunder. She couldn't take it. I'd have to lay down in bed with her and hold her until the storm was over. She really despised it. So I'm not going to compare you to Pooch. I love Pooch to death. I can't, what I think of you, Tide Wee, but I can't really say what I'm thinking.
Yet you'll see me out here walking in it. It's a thing. You don't have a choice, man. You don't have a choice. You have to overcome fear, man. You know what I mean? It just says you got to let it be, and whatever, it's in God's hands. The way I look at it, God created the lightning. God is going to send the lightning where he wants. That's God's will. It's God's will. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it'll supercharge me into an electric Batman.
No, it would kill you. It would absolutely kill you.
I don't know.
Most people who survive lightning strikes are not of short stature or light. It's more about weight. Really skinny people, yeah, their odds aren't good at all.
Maybe it'll make me fly. How do I know? I don't know what God has in store for me. God could get me right now.
Oh, please.
God is going to do what God want to do. You understand? God, it's God's will. And I'm going to tell you one thing. God don't lie. God keeps his promises. And that's why I've just been surprised this whole time. I'm not really surprised. I never doubted God's promise or God's word, but I don't, in human understanding, I don't understand.
Yeah, there are dogs that are definitely scared of thunder and lightning. Again, Pooch was one of them. Cats, not so much. Really, not so much at all.
Or see how it's going to happen or how it's possible, and he's just done so much for me that's impossible that I would never doubt God. Never. You know what I mean? He didn't let go of me, man. I tell
At least you know what to do to make it safe for her, DZ.
everybody the same thing. He did not let go of me, bro. I didn't know God. I
You
didn't have a
still
clue what was
don't.
going on, bro. I was lost. I was lost. It's the truth.
Yep.
God didn't let go of me. I'm lucky. I'm the luckiest man on the planet, literally.
God turned his back on you at least 10 years ago, maybe even 15 years ago. God probably turned his back on you when you tried to steal everything that your mother had while she was in the mental hospital. Yeah, I think at that point, God probably said, boy, this one was a mistake.
I'm the luckiest person on the planet. That's what these folks don't get. They want to look and judge. First thing they look at and talk, they want to talk down. Oh, I see. Oh, is that you? What does that mean? Like all y'all is perfect or something when all y'all got major flaws, all y'all literally like got mad problems. Like what? They all like overweight and insecure.
I'm not overweight. I've lost almost 65 pounds at this point. I'm not especially insecure. And DZ, want to talk to DZ, that's why I pause that. Yeah, there comes a point in time where your pets transcend being animals and turn into something rather like a person. Yeah, I understand that. I go through that with every pet I've ever had.
Who is you talking to? I don't talk like that in reality, bro. I'm a grown man, man. Like,
and everybody has flaws. There's no perfect person, and you're going to be surprised when I tell you that you're the least perfect person in the entire fucking world. Oh, it's getting so pathetic, but then again, it's such comedic fodder. I just can't stop. Negative 43 TV, 41 minutes after the hour.
Grown men ain't supposed to be warriors and go through things. Like, grown men don't look like me. A man looks like me, bro. A man's been tried and tested and been through things. That's a man. What makes a man is the things he go through. Y'all don't know nothing about being no man or no woman. This doesn't apply to just men. This applies to women. We got weak women, so-called women who ain't women.
My cousin once had a dog, like Labrador Retriever, some shit like that, literally chew a coffee table in half. Literally. I came to his house that day. He'd been home about 10 minutes. He's like, fuck, look at this shit. It was unbelievable.
And y'all all want to have your opinion. I don't care about your opinion, man. Quit being weak.
And a good evening to Hatfield McCoy.
Y'all literally weak, bro. I ain't never seen a group of women other than this generation and all you, even the older folks, all y'all weak, bro. It's the most weakest people I've ever seen. All y'all.
Best in Show has arrived, and he's arrived with a super chat. Thank you so much, as always. He's one of our most active, yeah, that's the word I was looking for, active patrons here at Negative 43 TV, and we appreciate it more than words, really.
I want to have your little opinion every 5 seconds. You want to talk down every minute. How you going to talk down when I'm above you? How you going to talk down on what you supposed to be after and pursuing? What are you talking about? That fools is funny, man. Like, real talk, bro. That's the problem with the world. All these people want to play God. Yeah. And all of you are going to get what you deserve. Common sense. God is not playing, bro.
Play God. I just hope to get through every day the best I can, let alone playing God. I mean, good Lord in heaven, dude.
Y'all don't get it, man. Y'all don't understand how serious and real this is, man. God's fury is something else, bro. He ain't playing, bro. You doubt God. You try to play God. Y'all all over this social media stuff. Like y'all want to control everything. Y'all talking about lames like Jack Doherty or whatever. I haven't even looked that dude up. Who the hell is that?
Jack Doherty? He's nobody now, thank God. I'm not going into Jack Doherty. I hate him as much as anybody else. Never trust anybody with a broccoli haircut. Negative 43 TV. We're live.
I ain't never heard of that dude. Who is he? Who's he supposed to be? He ain't nothing special, bro. Just another broke white boy trying to pretend he rich. You worried about that nonsense, Wody? You serious? You know how much more?
Wasn't he actually a rich kid to begin with?
I own in equity than him right now, and he don't own nothing. He's a Mason.
You have nothing. You have nothing. You're under a fucking overpass, dressed like Batman. You don't even have a bike anymore. Holy shit, Rich is coming in extra hot on this Tuesday. And hey, look, everybody, it's Shamrock. It's time to break out the miraculous 4-leaf Shamrock. And it's still smoke 'em if you got 'em. And doggone it, I feel so alone right now. What with the whole being out.
Just another little Mason character pawn, 3 foot tall puppet, Wico, right?
Wico
Running around pretending online, talking about, I got this many views. Who cares?
Oh, welcome to the show, Shammy. Now I got it.
What are you talking about? If it mattered the views you was getting, you'd be making money and pulling out racks and showing it on camera. See, that's what I'm saying. They just sitting around in little lofts that they don't own. That ain't nothing. Y'all got regular homes, bro. I ain't doing nothing special, Wody.
I gotta admit, when he wrecked his Lamborghini, that was super extra fun. I like to see people who don't deserve what they have lose it. It's great.
It's crazy, son. I really wish I would do anything to have a conversation with these little homies. Talking about Drake. Drake lives in a mansion he don't own.
Drake is almost 15 years ago. Okay? He's almost 15 fucking years ago.
About the Oval Mansion. Yeah, all that nonsense they don't own. Just like the Mike Tyson Mansion, 50 Cent didn't own. Mike Tyson didn't own it. Masons are housed as the puppets they are.
It seems to me you should become a Mason then, huh? If Masons are getting all of these wonderful benefits, you should become a Mason. It only makes sense, huh?
Used by this system, by the devil. You do not own anything. Folks, it's funny. Like I said, y'all crazy, man. Y'all heard what the man...
Yeah, unfortunately, that seems to be becoming somewhat common.
Offered me today. I listened to it back and it was caught on camera. Like, it is what it is. And what did he offer me? Come on, bro.
God
provides, man.
That is precisely right, sis. That is exactly right.
God is going to find a way. God going to make a way, man. That's what God told me the whole time. You know, he said, literally, I just told y'all the exact message. God sends me messages. Yeah, he sends me these messages literally through the internet and YouTube and like everything. But God is talking to me. It ain't YouTube.
Did you know that tarot is considered a form of sorcery? It's true.
It ain't an algorithm. It ain't studying.
That old black magic has you in its spell.
In my brain patterns. It ain't reading my thoughts. It's God. And God has sent synchronicities in reality, butterflies, these different insects, bugs. I saw a prairie dog the other day. God literally talks to me directly.
What did seeing a prairie dog have to? Oh, fuck. I actually needed the laugh. I was starting to get somewhat angry, and I'm sure that I will yet again.
You know what I mean? Like, occasionally I'll get visions, you know what I mean? I don't really hear things, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I get thoughts that come to mind. I did the same thing when I gambled. I got a gift. I sit at the right-hand throne of God. I talk to God in my mind.
Alpha male courses. That's funny, DZ, and I've heard of them. You can't make a beta alpha. You are what you are.
Easily, just by tapping in and talking to them. It doesn't
all about the personality type.
Even take any work.
I think. What do I know?
He's just there. God is always with me. I don't know about y'all. Y'all want to act like there's something wrong with that. Oh, okay. But all y'all claim to believe in God, but you have no connection with him established. What do you think the devil's done? He's literally made sure he completely stopped the connection with God from the people.
Oh, are you talking about Sigma alpha males? Yeah, they're just mega neckbeards.
That's the whole point. That's why y'all can't fathom this. Oh, there's a real Batman and he took over the streets and he runs everything. Yep. About to do this all over the nation, every city.
Yeah, there's a lot of guys being taught to hate women, men going their own way. I mean, yeah, if you want to do that's fine, but don't. One bad apple doesn't spoil the whole bunch. For that matter, about a dozen of them doesn't spoil the whole bunch.
Every state, I'm about to run everything. About to make a whole lot of changes too to this world. You don't get it. I'm playing this like this, The Sims and Monopoly. I'm about to restructure the entire streets everywhere.
Oh, we can't wait to see what that looks like.
What I say goes.
Fuck you.
Anything I want, I get. You're not getting it. I control this world now. This is what people don't get, and you want to talk about how much money I'm making, right? You want to confine me to the limits that you're limited by. I am limitless. I've been limitless my entire life, and you can research my history about who I am, and you will see that. Money is easy to me. I manifest millions of dollars. What are you talking about, bro?
We're talking about your constant bumming. You have admitted within the last week that you have fuck all. You've admitted that you have nothing, so why do you continue to embarrass yourself like this?
Like I said, right now, I need people to donate. I need people to show support. Like I said, anybody who listens, like I said, right now, I need money. That's the only way that we go and get out of this. I was never
Knowing that story, DZ, yeah.
struggling. I was never this fake aura and
Yeah, the way one acts, and let's just make it people in general. The way one acts isn't necessarily the way everybody acts.
energy that they wanted to put me in, or a different person. Like I said, that's what jealous narcs do, because they can't handle your energy and your aura of who you are. They know I am the money. I make tons of money all the time, bro. Yo, it's crazy, son. I was never struggling or stagnated. This is because I'm helping everyone else. This is because everybody else dropped the ball.
No, everybody else did not drop the ball. And Mimi, it's funny that you bring up the little check. We did make it this month, kids, and that's okay. It's inevitable. There isn't any way that it could have kept going on and on and on. But it went on for 7 months, and I would like to thank everybody that tipped me during that period. Why, we'll just start the hell over here on Negative 43 TV. What the heck? I've done it for free for years. Let's go.
It's because everyone else sabotaged me. This because everyone else lied on me. You understand? And this is a part and a phase that I have to go through that's made me stronger. And this is what made me Batman. If it was not for this stagnation period, I would have never become Batman.
Oh, so you've admitted to being stagnated, something that you say that you aren't and never have been, yet you just admitted to it. Oh, the fun vibes, huh, kids? Connie's crusty charcuter gives me a read it for the listeners kind of a thing. I have millions. I need money.
It's the best time of my life. The hardest, worst time, but the best. Because what came out of all the pain? It's what these people don't get, man. I built something out of actual pain and suffering, bro. You could never walk in my shoes. You will never understand.
So you built more pain and suffering? Got it.
In my walk. None of you. You could never fathom it. Because you don't have the heart to walk my walk. And that's why I have my life path, and why all of you have yours, right? Yours is normal. All of y'all are normal. Why would you want to be normal? It's like Joe Budden said, why would you fit in when you can be a standout? Nobody wants to be normal.
I want to be normal. I am normal. So is my wife. Everybody in my family is normal, with one big exception that I will not go into.
Y'all jealous because you wish you was a superhero. You wish you were me. You wish you did what I did. Just like people were jealous of God, jealous of Jesus Christ.
Jealous of God and Jesus Christ? I don't think jealousy is necessarily an emotion that is felt toward God, Jesus Christ, the whole Protestant thing. I just don't think that's the right phrase.
Look how they treated Jesus Christ. It's the same thing. I went through the same process, bro. I literally rose from the tomb and resurrected in front of your eyes.
Connie, nothing else but.
Right in front of you this entire time. This entire 2 years, I resurrected in front of you and regenerated. And you want to sit here and doubt God. Yo, it's funny, man.
So regeneration means decay. It's going to take some getting used to, but I think I can groove with that.
Like, real talk, bro. Y'all is funny, bro. All y'all folks, them people in that church cult, y'all claim to believe in God. You watched the man go through it in front of your eyes. You watched me complain about all the pain, everything I was going through, right? Could barely do anything.
And you used it as an excuse to get out of as much work as you possibly could.
I still made myself. Come on, bro. You can't be serious, man. You know the kind of pain I've been in. You know how much.
Oh, you've got another one for the listeners from Connie's crusty charcuter. IMAX is jealous of Joey's projection.
Pain I was in when we were working at that Oklahoma State Fair. You don't even want to know, bro. None of you could handle it. I'm talking about real pain.
Yeah, I'll put this one up on the screen and I'll read it for the listeners. El Frost says he's bragging about complaining. He absolutely is. He's flexing on being an asshole.
Bro, you all don't know pain. I know pain. What does Batman say in the cartoon? He tells the dude, "No, you can't do nothing to me."
You keep relating your life to cartoons. Everybody here has had pain in their lives. It's one of those things that everybody experiences every now and again. Go fuck yourself. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank Downrange for the super sticker. $1.49. Appreciate it so much. The small ones add up.
But trust me, I know pain. And he said, sometimes I like to share mine with people. You see what I'm saying? That's what I am. Y'all don't understand.
That's what
God
you
has
are.
created.
That's what you are. You're a sadist. Is that what you're saying? You're certainly not a sadist. You're a bottom.
This is God's plan. Nobody else.
Which would say you're masochistic.
God. Don't ever doubt God, man. I mean, that's what my whole life has been, a living testament of God. I knew that the minute I was born. I knew there was something special about me. I still remember like my first
The Census Bureau rep? No, they won't leave you alone, huh?
memory. One of my first memories that I can recall.
I didn't even know that it was that time of year.
I don't know if it was the exact moment I was
Or
born,
decade
but it was
or
like,
whatever.
I like flew out and it was like light and like it might have been when I was born, but I just remember like knowing, like I could feel like my purpose, like all the love that I was like.
Jesus tits, dude. Why? That would be the big question for me. It's just why? That's harassment.
Like a special gift to the world. Like I knew
or harassment, depending on where you're from.
who I was the minute I was born. I already knew that I was special.
Yes,
That's
it
what
is.
people don't get. I've been knowing I was special my
Oh, your bicycle helmet special. Trust me.
entire life. I knew I was different. You know what I mean? I knew that I was sent here to help and to save the world and have a purpose. Most people can't say that, man. So, you know, if you're jealous of me, that's fine. That's cool. Maybe you should be. You know, not even going to discourage you. Maybe you should be. Because I'm favored by God. I got an anointing over my life, man. This is really getting irritating, bro, with this rain, man. How long is this going to go on, bro?
Okay, Sticky has just informed me that he has a little JPEG, whatever they call them anymore, a picture. Let's go with that. Of Sartan himself. And by the way, hey, old Sartan, yes, I will use that here on the show. Meanwhile, smoke him if you got him. It's going to take just a little bit of a break right now, but that means it's time for Schizo the cat. He's tripping his balls off. He's radioactive as fuck. Say hi and then get away from him.
I think I'm going to have to just pack it up and get going. We'll skip everything else today, but it's okay. But like I said, tired too, covered in water. Just understand, man. I ain't worried about what people say. I ain't worried about.
If you're covered in water, the word would be soaked. Nobody says covered in water. They say soaked. You hear something new every day here on Negative 43 TV, even if you don't want to.
People's delusion. Right now, I need everyone in the public support me. Okay, we're going to get through these 3 weeks somehow, some way, with God, with the support of the public. God told me one of the readings that said fairly recently, it said there's going to be a wave of support that comes in. I haven't seen it completely yet. I believe that it's coming. I truly do. Like, I'm seeing signs of it, you know what I mean? But that's the thing, like, you know, I gotta have more than a couple of bucks, man. On here, I have a Cash App, I have a PayPal, I have a...
Okay, the live has ended, and we have about 11 minutes, 15 seconds worth or so. By the time I get done running my mouth, it'll be about 20 minutes, and that may well wind up being the show today because I got to go to the smoke shop and get me some not Swisher sweets, but Blackstone cherries.
Venmo. Just being honest, man, I got to get through these 3 weeks. I'll get my little check. It ain't much, but it's something. It's like over $177 already, right? And then at least, you know, I'm okay enough to do what I need to do, you know what I mean? And then, like, that's why I'm not wasting any time right now. I'm really trying to do these videos and do what I can. It's hard in the rain, but I'm trying to build. So I didn't waste any time. No, I woke up today. I got right to work, got right to it. See, I could sulk and...
Well, you know, Mimi, I myself never let the fact that it's no longer smoke 'em if you got 'em stop me from lighting up, ever.
Be down on myself, but see, the minute I walked out, what happened? It rained. God told me the blessing, when it rains, the blessings come with the rain. That's what he told me. With rain comes my blessings. It rained, like I said, like, dude gave me a couple of bucks, couple of dollars. Like, I talked to him. You saw what he offered me. Like, good things happen today. That's why I get myself up and I get going, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, God never said it would be easy. He just said he would be with you through it. That's what folks don't get, man. The whole concept of me being Batman, like, I go through the hardest things every day. There's not one day in my life that's been easy. Every day is hard as hell. And it's a lot harder for me than it is for other people. Trust me. I struggle, bro. You know what I mean? The struggle is real, and I'm okay with that because that's what makes Batman.
The struggle is okay because that's what makes Batman. Well, you claim to be Batman. If you were actually Batman, you'd be rich as fuck. Okay, explain that. That's a really big hole in the story here. Why aren't you rich as fuck? You should be, but you're not. You're actually destitute. Please stop pumping up your ego.
That's why I'm Batman and why you ain't, because y'all can't handle my struggle. Real talk.
No.
The things I do every day, y'all couldn't do.
You're right.
So I'm just saying, bro. Like, I tell you one time what it is. That's all. You know what I mean? Keep my name out your mouth.
No.
You know what I mean? My name ain't meant for your mouth, cuzzy. I mean that.
No, I won't do that. I won't do that. Tywee nerd.
Feel me? So like I
Tywee,
said,
Tywee.
it's totally different because I'm a real serious dude over here. People look up to me and admire me for real. People really respect me and see what I'm doing is real. I'm 100% serious with all this, man. I was never faking the funk. I don't know what y'all talking about, bro. I ain't never been fake.
You ain't never been fake. You ain't never been fake. Your whole life is projection and putting up facades.
It's funny. Like I said, talking to YouTubers, for what? Most of them, half of them, going to prison already. I already got you on a federal indictment. I own you. I won. Goodbye. That's it. Move on. Go on about your business. Ain't nothing to talk about. See, that's the thing. When I don't have fools like that around me, I'm in such a better mood. I'm calm. I'm happy. Like today, I'm having a great day. Like, I excel every day when I don't got to be around some suckers.
You know, your idea of a great day is you really shoot low there.
Who ain't talking about nothing. Y'all literally want to sit there, and I'm telling you, I've told you way too many times, look, I don't let people talk to me like that, and you're trying to just do whatever is against what I'm asking. Like, yeah, nah, bro, I'm all right, man. I don't need people like that around me at all, bro. Don't talk to me. Don't approach me, nothing. Like I said, y'all know what I do. You know where I'm at all day, every day, like where I train, everything, bro. Like I said, anybody can talk to me, bro. You understand? I mean, I don't know what you talking about. I don't get it, man. Ain't nobody gonna speak to me anyway. Ain't nobody coming around me on no nonsense. I'll tell you that. I know that. I know that much. I promise that. Feel me? Like I said, people know about me.
That would be absolutely fine, DZ. This is the comment that I am replying to. And replaced your Misfits Coffin box set. Sounds entertaining as hell, actually.
I ain't the one. So yeah, all that nonsense, all that acting, yeah, no. Like I said, you got a bunch of people who they upset and disgruntled at reality. Like I said, good. Be upset. That's what I want. That's all I'm saying is like I just want to have a real conversation with people. Like you could be whatever you want. I know you could feel any way. I could care less.
Right.
But be real about it, y'all.
Oh, I'm real about the fact that I hate your fucking guts. I couldn't be more real about that. It's times like these that I wish I was born in Brownsville, Texas, because it would be easy enough to bring this thing to a total end. I'm kidding, algorithm. Come on, don't be so sensitive.
Can't even do that. So like, nah, you got to, you got to get up out my face. I ain't here to talk to y'all. I'm here to talk to the people in the public who's in their right mind and makes sense and is talking about reality. And they all seeing what.
Oh man, if you replace that, I'm imagining that there was a pretty penny involved in that transaction. Go already. There we go. Better.
Like I said, all the documentation is going to keep getting put out. All these people's crimes, everything they've done. It is what it is. That list is extremely important, and it's going to grow and it's going to expand. There's going to be a lot more names on it. That list is all these people who committed these crimes and atrocities towards me.
Atrocities.
And I'm leaving names of whole establishments out because there's whole establishments that are a part of this too, and I'm leaving them out for a reason. You understand? Like,
no,
I'm pretty smart, bro. I know what I'm doing. And you see, I don't hold back. Like you see, the list says everything. It explains kind of what's happened. Like already, like, come on, bro. I'm gonna get the truth out there because this is the thing. If I don't get the truth out there, then these.
Although it's none of my business, Dutchie, I have to ask the price you paid for that. Was that in 3 digits? I'm guessing that it was.
People keep on continuing their behavior and think they're going to get away with it. If I put the truth out there just like that on that wall, the FBI and the feds and any agency across this country has no excuse. They have to do their job. If they don't do their job at any point, then the whole country and the world sees what I said, that they don't want to do their job and they don't do anything and they're the problem and they're who did this to me. And that's what I think happened. I think I know I got targeted by the government. I think it's by all of these agencies and people, and they couldn't stop me.
Well, there you go, DZ. Put them together, and what have you got?
I think that's why they do their little gang stalking, driving around, looking, watching, their little nervous tactics. Like, yeah, they nervous because they know I figured it out. Yeah, I ain't scared of none of you, bro. I know what it is. I understand what's going on. I'm not paranoid. I'm not worried. Nothing.
You're extremely paranoid. You're more worried than anybody should ever be. And I would just let him continue to misspell it because it just makes him look so very stupid. Negative 43 TV. It's 5 minutes after the hour.
Y'all the ones who stressed and worried.
Unless you're in Newfoundland and Labrador, in which case it's the bottom of the hour. One of these days, I'll get a subscriber from that region of the world.
Because you know God is real. Yeah. Nah, karma is real, bro. Real talk. Karma is real. And guess what time it is right now? Karma time. That's right. What you mean? Like I said, people was talking to...
That sounds good. You got a nice coffin and the booklet, and then the CDs are perfect. Yeah.
Amongst themselves behind my back, talking about, should we be concerned? Y'all should be worried as hell, every single one of you. I'm God's vengeance and wrath in the flesh, and all of y'all is unrighteous people. Look what you're doing, talking behind a grown man's back.
How is this behind your back? I'm vlogging it, for God's sakes. This is literally going around the world. Come now.
But then they tell me about it. Like, you can't be serious, man. I ain't never seen such cowards like this ever, bro. Unbelievable. Really unbelievable, bro. Oh, y'all want to have an opinion on the internet because you logged online. You know, Tupac got real pissed.
I don't even know where the fuck he's going with that. It's time to wave goodbye to Schizo the cat, and will you please welcome Stoner the dog? One of the things, again, that I really, really like about Stoner, he's got that little bit of that Cheshire cat thing going on. It's pretty groovy.
That's what he said. He said everybody wanted to open their mouth with a you-know-what opinion. I feel the same way. Keep your opinion to yourself, unless it's positive. If you're a fan and it's positive, cool. But all y'all people on the internet, I don't care how you feel, homie. Like what? Like, you just feel some way and you feel like you got the right to express it. That's a lie they told you.
Well, you'll be catching up with us soon enough, Joe Pack.
I don't care. I mean, you could say whatever. I don't care. But, like, quit with this, like, I got a preconceived notion because I'm on the internet hiding. We didn't ask. Nobody cares, man. You keep that to yourself, bro. We ain't accepting none of that. We don't accept delusion. We don't accept games. And we don't accept your old little opinion. They're candy and we don't care. That's the truth. All right. On that note, I'm going to do my thing. I think I'm just going to, like, do some training real quick, even in the rain. And
oh, you're so dedicated. Yes, indeed. You'll continue to work on something that's being overworked. You're overdoing. You need to work on your legs. I understand why you don't work on your legs. I mean, God, you're so fucking bow-legged. It's unbelievable. So we understand why you always wear pants too, because those legs, nobody wants to see a baby.
The thunder and the lightning, and I'm just not going to record it because I don't want my phone to get like more wet. I'm going to keep it in my pocket. But I do kind of want to do some pull-ups and stuff. So I think I'm going to do a little bit of training here. It'll be interesting.
Oh, hell yeah, DZ.
Train right in the thunder and the lightning, right? Something y'all won't do.
But you're scared of thunder and lightning, so we know you're bullshitting. Like all the time, you're bullshitting. But we know here.
The thing, like I said, that I do that you won't. I'm going to start training a little bit here, I think. I just want to do a little bit and see where I'm at today. And just so I can get, something going.
So, Tai Wee, how's your cardio? What's that? Not for shit?
And I don't know. Hopefully it'll stop. I don't know. Trying to wait, but I don't want to wait forever. It's already 4:30 in the afternoon. I need to kind of get going.
9 minutes after the hour here on Negative 43 TV. What the heck?
So let me get this in real quick. Let me do a little bit and see what I can do out here.
Yeah.
Hopefully I'll be all right, because it's, I get chills and stuff because all the water on me and it's just soaking up into my shirt and my clothes. Like I said, man, I mean, I need money, man. I need people in the public. Like, if you want to really help me, I need at least like 50, 100. I need to get several $100s together somehow. I need money just to get my basic stuff, man, so I can get new clothes, new everything. Like, I'm all right. I get by. I have answers to do stuff, but, it shouldn't be this difficult, man. You know, I'd like to have money to eat a normal meal. You know,
I would tell him to get a job, but he is unemployable. Not only in the area that he is in right now, I think he's achieved a level to where he would be unemployable literally anywhere he went because of his stupidity and his damned YouTube channel.
like
Yeah, it's called a channel, Rich. Come on.
I haven't had a normal meal in like months. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. Like, you know, it just is what it is, man. Like, you know, I don't know. I hope that people hear what I'm saying and listen and hear my cry. I believe and hope God hears my cry. And that's all I can do, man. You know, but yeah, I'm a human.
We're not hearing you cry so much as we're hearing you whine.
Being, man, these people that want to talk to me and have an issue with me being human and being the son of God, I didn't ask you for your opinion, much less your false judgment. How are you going to judge me if you all are nowhere near me? You're not close to me on any level. What are you talking about? Like, that's the thing. These people don't get. I don't care what your issue is. You have to make sense. We got to slow down and you got to talk where you make sense. That's what I'm saying. These folks, those people, they silly, man. Like I said, that's a million federal indictments, bro. I already own you, bro. I already won. Y'all make the game too easy. See what I'm saying? That's crazy, son.
I love it when he's starving too, sis. I love it so much. And yes, Steezy, you are correct. His mental illnesses have progressed to a point where he's totally unemployable. Remember, this is a guy who says that he is an independent contractor on taxes, which means the minute he clocks in, he can do fuck all. He can do anything he wants. The employer's only responsibility is to take the taxes out of his wages, which is to say he feels like he can clock in and yank his dick all day long. It's absolutely true.
So like I said, I'm going to get paid a big settlement. I'm not mad about nothing. I'm happy. I'm going to get paid a huge settlement for everything you did on the internet because you were petty, right? And because you're weak. Why? Because your parents were weak and they raised you to be weak. My parents were strong. So
your mom was out of her mind, absolutely out of her mind, but she got her shit together eventually. Your dad was a wife-beating, child-abusing fucking dick that deserved what happened to him. Any questions?
Don't ever talk about my family and my people and my father. My father was an amazing man. So you got your point proven too. You now sit down.
Please welcome Cruster X138. You wouldn't happen to be an El Duce fan, would you?
All right.
El Duce.
But yeah, like I said, that's what Batman do. He sit down his enemies, all of them, make them sit down. Feel me? Be quiet. Feel me? So like I said, I own you. I run everything. I run the world. I need people to donate and show support. And that's how we're going to do this. We're going to get through these 3 weeks, right? That's what we got to do. That's the plan. That's the prerogative.
So that is what he did to get fired from the Dizzy Rooster, correct? That's when he started throwing shit around. I think that's right.
My prerogative.
Don't know.
We got to get through these 3 weeks, get to that check, and then we're going to have this show on the road. And this, I mean, I'm still going to want people to donate. I want everybody to show support constantly. But I mean, right now is the go time.
I love it, Cruster. It's hard to find a Mentors fan nowadays.
And this is crunch time. This is when I need support from the public. I got a Cash App, I got a PayPal, I got a Venmo. Cash App's right there, bottom left-hand corner, $ShamGod 2023.
Why, thank you, sis.
It works. Everything's cool with it. PayPal, nothing but venom at AOL.com. Venmo at Sub-03207. They're listed on the community wall. They should be. You just got to filter through it. Go to posts and then click down.
Oh, okay.
And you'll
all
see
right.
it. And it should all be listed there. And anyone
Coyote Ugly. No. Anyway, we know he threw chairs
out there.
And he should have been stomped out at that point. I believe if he was throwing chairs, it's time to get it on.
You work. You have any money you can spare. You can donate whatever you can. Okay, whatever you can over there. Anything.
Say hi to Populist Uprising on this Tuesday evening. Now, where I am,
helps me, man. And that's what's going to get me through it. It's going to take the people in the public to get me through these 3 weeks and this time. And that's
had to be.
I'm cool with that. Like I said, I'm not in control. God is. You know what I mean? And that's part of the journey. So when, to the folks out there on the internet and whatever who don't respect my journey, yeah, it's because you're jealous. You know what I'm saying? You say that, that's a one-time thing. You say that and you keep it shaking. You don't keep trying to reiterate and be repetitive about that. We don't care, man.
Try to be repetitive about it. My toughest job here is to not be repetitive with my jokes that I am making about phrases that we've all heard. Hundreds, in some cases, literally thousands of times. It's very difficult, yet somehow I do it.
Feel me? I don't care how nobody feels, man. You could have just asked me that. See, these people are silly, man. It's pettiness. So, like I said, we gonna keep on being us, keep on looking good and winning. That's about it, man. Like I said, everybody donate, show some support. All right, man. I'll be back.
Go fuck yourself. That was Tyrese Needon. I am Batman Buddy here on Negative 43 TV. We're going to be here for another 15 or 20 minutes. I do need to go to the smoke shop. But meanwhile, back at the ranch, we're going to close out with a little something here. We're going to close the show with Batman starts building his next check, about 15 minutes worth of it here on Negative 43 TV. Let me go ahead and bring this up. And
all right, we're back, folks. So like I was saying before the rain so rudely interrupted me, first of all,
and Stoner slips away, and it's time for my logo. Nothing special, really.
All been silenced. Yep. So no more talking. Like I said, way too much talking, man. Talk is cheap. I explained to you all reality. You didn't want to listen. No problem. I already predicted the entire future, told you what will happen. Okay. As we go on here, more and more evidence will get added to that list. That list is the most powerful list in this entire country in the world right now. I need you to understand that, because that list is just the beginnings of a federal lawsuit that will take down every major corporation in this country and prove that they all make their money off of child trafficking and sex trafficking. They do not make their money off of selling product. Again, my federal lawsuit is being taken to the Supreme Court. This will be the biggest lawsuit you have ever seen. I will make the news. I will make the tabloids. Batman will get media press from all over the world. And I'm probably already going to be a worldwide superstar. I already kind of am, but on another level and magnitude at that point.
You have a little over 4,000 subscribers. Now, to me, that would be a big deal, but you are claiming YouTube dominance. You don't have it, buddy. You just don't have it. You need to understand that this whole thing that we call purgatory, or I call purgatory, amounts to about a quarter of a speck of sand on the beach that is YouTube. Nobody knows what we do here except us.
So I ain't going to need the fame, but it's going to help. You understand? So you just got to understand, I'll be adding to that list. I'll be talking about what I know here more and more. Now I'm going to really just get all the truth out there. You understand?
That guy got in here while I was doing some backstage stuff. Welcome, sir.
And like I said, Green Bay PD is corrupt as hell. Most of these police departments are corrupt, and I was targeted by corrupt cops.
Now, that is the amazing part. About 250 actual people, and that's a lot of block socks, man.
You understand? So you gotta understand, and you gotta start making sense. Okay? You understand? They were working with Jennifer Benish, right? Just like they worked with my other ex-girlfriend down here, right? And
if you're talking about the 00A, the order of action, we have not worked with either of these women.
And basically, Jennifer Benish, out her own mouth, stated that she had committed.
And please welcome, he's late, but he's here, Shekels McJewerson, we call him Skip.
Social Security fraud. Okay? So, again, all these things were public concepts. They're talking on public airwaves. Nobody has done their job. The feds and the FBI have dropped the ball completely. Like I said, I was targeted by corruption. So how is all this possible if people claim they do their job? None of you do your job.
I love Cincinnati chili.
Haven't done your job in the past 2 decades plus. You've never done your job. All y'all think your job description is something else. Your job is to protect and serve. And now, because of the voice that I have, because of the power that Batman has, that I had inside of me, not because of YouTube, not because of the platform, because of who I am, because I'm standing up to all of you because you're weak. You understand? Because of my power, now you have no choice. Now you must protect and serve, and now you must do your job. You understand? Now we're creating a system of checks and balances independently within our own communities, our own neighborhoods, our own societies. We police ourselves. We do not need you. Understand that. We really do not need you. You do nothing. Nothing anywhere. There is things going on all over this country, all over this world every day. Do people say, yeah, we need more funding for these departments? Or do they say, we need a Batman?
They don't say we need a Batman. I can assure you of at least that much.
Go look on social media. Every single person that you see says we need a Batman. Through Harlingen, through San Benito, through McAllen, through Brownsville. I don't care where you go, right? Batman is the divine authority. It is 100% real. You are all my inferiors. I am your superior. Why? Because I was given authority from God.
Yeah, he meant a Skyline type chili, and yeah, it would be kind of tough to get the beef that fine.
I'm not just talking. I'm not crazy. I know exactly what I'm doing. And I'm strategic about my success. Feel me?
No.
I'm gaining a lot of power here, homie. So like I said, Jennifer Benish out of her own mouth stated that she had committed Social Security fraud. They need to get on that and look into that. I am no longer going to ask.
That's bullshit.
Questions. I am now going to tell you all what to do.
No, you're not.
You understand? And you need to do your job. They never did their job in Green Bay.
The only job that I do, if you want to call this a job, this is it. Right here. You want to call this my job? Fine. This is my job. And I get far more out of this than you do. I get more out of life than you do. What do? You walk around the same fucking circle every day, talking into your phone, claiming that you are things that you simply aren't. And it's obvious to any normal person. You are a very, very poor, how do I want to put this? Statement on society. You should be put the fuck away. You are proof that the state doesn't fucking care.
All anybody does up there is drink. So, I mean, you're going to have a system of absolute idiocy and then expect smart people and a genius like me to sit there and play along with it? Why?
Yeah, Cincinnati chili is more of a sauce, but there is nothing quite like a five-way.
I superseded the entire system. I did it up there. I've done it everywhere. I ain't worried about what y'all got to say. I'm just not. I could care less. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, it just is what it is. You feel me? It is what it is. We're going to keep on speaking the truth. There's another honk, right? But we need financial.
I'll read this for the listeners. It comes from L. Frost. You are a deeply insecure individual, Joey, and whether rightfully or wrongfully, you've been forsaken by God and society. Suck on that.
Support, man. We need people to start donating. We need people to support this cause and what I'm doing.
Yes, they certainly do, and that actually sounds pretty good. I'm just about due for just a little bit of fast food.
I stand up against corruption.
I do this occasionally just for like mental health purposes.
For a living. This is what I do. Yeah, I get paid on here. Like I said, that check is already up over $177.
Took you 3 months to do it, and my next check is going to take 3 months as well, but that's okay because, again, there was no way that streak was going to live forever. 7 months? I was surprised it lasted that long.
And some change. Y'all little homies mad.
Oh, no.
I know they mad. They mad as hell. All right, that's what it was all about. Yeah, I did have my best month yet. I didn't get a bonus or nothing. They need to give me that $1,000 bonus because if not, it's going to come out in the lawsuit.
I am surprised to this day that he didn't absolutely lose his shit about that $1,000 bonus. He really didn't trip on it. It was surprising.
And they're going to have to pay it. It may be separate lawsuits, some of them. I got to sit down with a lawyer and break it down. But y'all just ain't never seen a guy like me. I'm going to tell them how it goes. Yeah, ain't nobody telling me nothing or how anything works, bro. I know the law like the back of my hand. My dad was a UT graduate lawyer. I was raised by him. I heard.
Just because you were shot out of the dick of an ambulance chaser, low practice, it's considered low practice. Just because you got shot out of the dick of an ambulance chaser does not mean you know the law. You've never read one fucking thing. You've never read one fucking book. You don't know your ass from 40 cents a fucking week, dude. You know the law. Eat a dick. Oh, wait a minute. That's how you eat. Yeah, the money that you get for slobbering cock.
Heard every conversation he ever had. You understand? And what it means is I am going to go into law. I'm going to become the best lawyer in the world.
Fuck you.
And I'm going to be a lawyer who's secretly the masked vigilante at night, the Batman. And I'll probably be in New York and we'll be in all these different states and cities and I'll travel. And I'm going to be a lawyer who literally is Batman.
No, you're not. No, you're not. First of all, schizophrenia actually reduces IQ generally by about 30 points. At least that's what I read. And if that's the case, Joey, you're probably functioning between 70 and 80. You're verging on mouth breather at this point.
And you can say what you want. All y'all want to cheat at everything. I don't cheat at things. I'm just saying, if you got a lawyer who at night is Batman.
What an exchange. I got to read it for the listeners because you just can't miss this, Checkles. McJewerson, the key is boiling it. That guy says, boiling the dick? Too many convos going on.
And he out in the street and he moving like that.
And that guy says, eat a boiled dick, Joey.
He has a lot of pull.
See, it all worked out.
Right? And you could literally affect the outcome of cases. Yes, you could. Because what Batman represents is street justice. Right? So you just have to understand there ain't nothing more gangster than Batman because Batman gonna win.
Here late, but here, and that is what matters. It's just chilling.
That case regardless. But the thing is, I can always win the right way. You understand? But I'm just saying we always have the upper hand and we are the actual macho tough guy. I'm the gangster that runs the streets and runs this entire country and world. We run everything coast to coast.
You're a bum with a limp.
Like I said, people got me misconstrued. They want to act. They want to pretend. The money is already flowing, man. The money is here now. The money is here. The source of money and making money.
Coffee. I may have to do something about that while I'm out. As a matter of fact, we'll be here for about another 3 or 4 minutes. If anybody wants to pick this one up, it's Batman starts building his next check. Go ahead and pick it up. I don't believe that it's been reviewed. I could be wrong. I am so proud of everybody here at Negative 43 TV. Here lately, he cannot do anything on YouTube without getting restreamed or sniped, as the phrase is nowadays. It's just wonderful work, guys.
Has already been created. That's solidified. You understand? It's going to keep on going up, too. It's going to keep on rising, just like the Batman, just like me, just like I want all my people to, right? So, like I said, at the end of the day, there shouldn't be no confusion on nothing, man. It just is what it is. Feel me?
No.
This light is going to take forever, ain't it?
Yep.
There ain't even nothing going on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Ha, 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 blah, blah, blah.
Come on, dude. I'm almost out of here.
But the guy gets more done than every agency, you see. That's the thing. Like I said, the people in this society, they're brainwashed. A lot of them ain't ready to be unplugged from the matrix, right? And the funny part is, it's kind of what's happening.
I adore you too, Mimi. Thank you.
Happening regardless. People are going to want to wake up. They're going to wake up. The sheep can remain sheep. We're laughing at you. They ain't laughing at nothing. Like I said, they ain't laughing at me. They just laughing because the randomness. Oh, it's Batman, but I don't care. I'll tell you what it is for real on here. All these people sheep. All of them. Y'all proud to be sheep? You know what I mean? Are you? Are you proud to be sheep? Or are you proud that you're stuck in a matrix that doesn't represent nothing? That's what I want to know.
You know what? That was so fucking stupid. That's the perfect place to end that. That is all that I have for you on this Tuesday now evening here in Sneedville. As always, thank you for spending some of your day with us here at Negative 43 TV. And I'm going to try at the end of each show to thank anybody that super tipped me or super chatted me. There we go. Thank you so much to Trollmonger, Kelju Bordnor, Best in Show, and Downrange. So because of you good people, we have actually already made the check for August. It's already over with, so that's good, isn't it? It certainly is. So anyhow, you know what I'm getting ready to say, don't you? I'll bet you do. So why don't you say it with me? It's time to bring up the house lights and go home. I'm Rich Baritone, and until the next time, I'll talk to you. I guess we're going to have to live with this thing. I can't figure that out.
Negative 43 TV KUNT ends another broadcast day. Negative 43 TV is a wholly owned subsidiary of Baritone Media, LLC, with corporate offices located at One Frost Tower in downtown Sneedville. Negative 43 TV studios are located at 6969 Dead Daddy Drive in Sneedville. Negative 43 TV operates at a power of 200 hamster wheels, turning at exactly 61 revolutions per minute. On behalf of Rich and Marie Baritone, Old Betsy the Computer, Pete the Destroyer of Bud, and the rest of us here at Negative 43 TV, I'm Cleveland Steamer. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your day. And now, high flight.
Slipped the surly bonds of earth and danced the skies on laughter-silvered wings. Sunward I've climbed and joined the tumbling mirth of sun-split clouds and done 100 things you have not dreamed of. Wheeled and soared and swung high in the sunlit silence. Hovering there, I've chased the shouting wind along and flung my eager craft through footless halls of air. Up, up the long, delirious, burning blue, I've topped the windswept heights with easy grace, when never lark nor even eagle flew. And while with silent, lifting mind, I've trod the high, untrespassed sanctity of space, put out my hand, and touched the face of God.